Andrew, I'll get your point on inflation because it's rocketing inflation that's keeping the pressure on home buyers. We are still, I think, talking about a rate rise when the board meets in the next, 10 days or something. People thought there was a reprieve when they were put on hold in April. It doesn't appear to be that. Give us your take on inflation.
Well, I think people should be concerned. There has been some moderation in this new monthly indicator that the Australian Bureau of Statistics puts out. Personally, I don't actually think it's a good idea having a monthly indicator, but be that as it may, there's been some indication that there may be some easing in inflation. But the core problem has been a supply-side problem. It was the supply-side problems in the global economy related to the pandemic, followed by excessive government spending, but also now being followed up by supply-side problems in relation to the energy markets in particular, especially overseas. Partly those relate to the Ukraine war, but much more they relate to policy decisions being taken in Europe and in the United States to diminish the use of cheap fuels, cheap, reliable fuels, and this headlong rush to the idea that we have to battle climate change and so forth. So, given that we seem to be going along with that, I think there will be supply-side pressures. We are moving away from cheap, reliable fuels and towards more expensive, more unreliable fuels, and that will maintain pressure on inflation. And so I think there's, I wouldn't want to guess whether further upward pressure will come in May or at future meetings, but I think we probably haven't seen the last of rate rises.